Semantics, my good man.
If I want a sound from your mouth, I'll beat it out of you. I get depressed sometimes, Jay.
Yeah.
I get depressed because I'm looking at stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at stuff, and you know, we both work, and we can't do this stuff full time like we really want to. You know, all that stuff.
Hey guys, keep up the subscribers. Maybe we can quit our jobs. Tell your friends.
Donate. But I'm looking at all these people that are like, you know, their top 10 movies of the year are coming out because they, you know, they live in LA, or we live in Kentucky, which I love Kentucky, I love it here, but you know, we don't live in the cultural hub of the world, so we don't get a lot of these movies. There's a shitload of movies this year I haven't seen yet. So, but I'm looking at these, and everybody's got their top 10 list coming out, and I don't feel right yet. We'll do one, but I don't feel right yet doing a top 10 list of 2014 because I haven't seen so many movies. We are going to do our top 10 of 2013 just to switch it up a little bit.
We haven't worked out the 2014 thing yet, but don't you worry, your little panties. We'll figure that out too.
Those panties are safe as they were in your mother's drawers. Wait.
They were in her drawers? I want to hear yours first.
You want to hear me go
first?
Well, we'll take turns. We'll take turns, honey. Okay?
All right, darling. Tell me what you want.
Just share your thoughts. Got a paper here.
Tell me your desire.
Very professional.
What's your number 10?
It was between American Hustle and Dallas Buyers Club.
As your number 10?
As my number 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And this, for me, my top 10 list was more of a, these are my favorite. I'm not saying these were the best or had the most cinematic quality or any of that shit.
We get it.
But when I think back, shut up.
We get it.
When I think back on 2013, these are the movies that I want to rewatch. These are the movies I like the most, personally. I feel like it let a lot of people down.
Yeah.
But it had an amazing cast. I thought it was like kind of a fun movie to watch. It almost seemed like it was going to be way more like a legendary mob feel type movie. What did it for me was the acting and the cast and the direction of the movie. I loved all that. The story wasn't that great.
My number 10 is We're the Millers.
That's a funny movie.
I fucking loved it. Jennifer Aniston had a striptease in it.
Oh god, that scene alone.
Can't get better. And you have Jason, oh my god, I'm like hooked on Jason Statham's balls right now because I watched a few of his movies a couple weeks ago and like
he's Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, but Jason Statham is badass too. It's like that movie to me was underrated.
I just want to hang out with Jason Sudeikis.
That
guy just seems like every dude that you just hang out with any time and just go to a bar and have a few drinks.
He was also underrated in Hall Pass. I mean,
he's underrated overall.
Yeah, so okay, so that was my number 10. What's your number 9?
I like it. I don't think you've seen this movie. It's called Kings of Summer.
Why are you a king of summer?
It's just an awesome, like, this was the year of, like, coming-of-age movies. You had this, and Way Back, and other stuff like that, Mud. I love the shit out of that movie. A good coming-of-age story. The thing is, though, is that these kind of movies, like this, if this movie was released in the 90s, it would have been like a Forrest Gump type movie. It would have been really big. But today, it feels like these studios, it's like they have a mindset, oh, this is a coming-of-age movie that's really good. It's got the Stand By Me qualities to it. It's kind of like a Stand By Me type of movie. It's got this great dramatic stuff between these kids. Oh, we better release it small and on VOD and only in select theaters because it's an indie movie. Like, that's the problem. It's great that we have all these indie movies now, but now studios don't understand that you don't have to release every movie that way. This movie should have been a wide release. It should have been fucking known by everybody.
I'm actually a firm believer in, I'm not a firm believer necessarily, like, I think they should
Are you firm?
Always.
I'm very firm.
Always.
In my pants. He threw a shoe at me.
Look at Batman. He's ready. He's firm.
Where's Joker? What's your name?
Her. With Joaquin Phoenix.
I had to force you to watch that.
I know, you did force me, and I took it right in the mouth, and I loved it. He really hits the nail on the head. I mean, maybe not as much as like Walk the Line or something like that, where he does these character studies, but human companionship is gone, and he really falls deeply in love with this program, which is played by Scarlett Johansson, which is hotness, and I mean, I can't blame him.
You want to take one night class for me, Johnny?
Yeah,
just take one little night class for me. Go ahead and come for me.
Why are you sounding like a female Mark Wahlberg right now? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Now it's fucked up. I can't even watch it. It was like a social study. I just thought it was a fucking phenomenal movie.
I did too, man. I like that movie a lot. It didn't make my top 10, but I thought now you did a good job, man. I kind of want to put it in there now.
I just want to make it.
You heard that before, have you?
No. Put it in my butt? No, I don't. Not in you said put it in there.
No,
there's only one opening, and I don't want to put it in my mouth.
I don't want to put it in you.
Don't confuse the issue. I'm just saying, you know, at the end of the day, I just think that.
Why are you always trying to tell me to go fuck a goat, man?
Because you should. I have milk too. But it's depressing. If you watch it, it's depressing as you're like, you fucking bitch. Because at the end, Scarlett Johansson, she's like, you're a computer. Like, I'll upload fucking.
Even computer women's will fuck you over.
I was like, I will upload a virus and fucking the North Koreans will help me.
My number 8's going to be Drinking Buddies. It's
the hottest girl in the world's in it.
It's some of the guys from, Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde's sexual.
Top 3 for
sexual.
sure.
If you're out there and you see this, Sexual.
She is, but she won't.
She will. She might. She might have a
But
friend.
yeah, they work at a brewery. So the whole movie they're just constantly like pounding brews, and it's not
like
like
a Sam Adams commercial.
Yeah. They're not like pounding like college shots at a
Yeah.
bar. But the whole movie they're drinking, and it's this little love triangle or whatever. But I just thought it was low key, but it wasn't trying to be indie. It was just a good movie. This movie's not going to end with a guy chasing a girl to an airport. Like half these romantic comedies. It was a romantic comedy that dudes can like too, because it's actually just like it's really realistic for that sort of situation.
I picked the Thor has fun. Olympus Has Fallen with Gerard Butler.
I like that movie.
You know why? I loved it because I think it's an old school throwback action adventure movie that really doesn't care about plot that much. I mean, there is plot there is things happening, but it's like, who can we get that is badassery incarnate? And that's Gerard Butler.
Motherfucking Gerard.
300th time with a shirt this time. Throwback 90s, maybe late 80s kind of action style oriented movie. And I think that's Olympus Has Fallen and delivered that.
It was nice because it gave you what the Expendables were trying to give you without being a gimmick.
And you're going to root for the good guy, and there's going to be an obvious bad guy, and that's it. There's no subtle plots, there's no twister, there's no mind benders going on.
And it's been done before, but it hadn't been done in a while. Badass.
I loved it. So.
Too. Prisoners. Prisoners, I fucking love this movie. This is a movie, if you're a dad, it's going to make you mad. It's going to drive you up a wall. You're going to relate to the characters. But Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie with his crazy, like, nervous eye twitch.
I like him
so
in
dark.
that. I think he was the best.
Yeah, and then Hugh Jackman, like,
he
the
was
pain
good
that
too.
he was going through. Those acting, they both should have been nominated.
But you know what? I think that Jake Gyllenhaal was the better actor in it. I'm doing everything I can to solve this case because I know how important it is. But fuck, I wish I was Donnie Darko.
But I think it doesn't get that much love because it's so hard to watch.
It is a snowy. I want to go have sex with a woman now and be in a nice warm apartment after I watch this movie because I'm so depressed.
Yeah.
And have a snow cone.
I'm gonna have a shower and a beer.
And then maybe just go out and like hope for the sun come out.
Some sunshine.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just a good movie though.
What's your number 7?
My number 7 is The Wolverine. So I picked The Wolverine basically because it's the first time that Wolverine is given to you in the way that he needs to be given to you. Claws and all. I didn't like the Silver Samurai at the end. I didn't like any of that stuff. But I mean, what I'm focusing on when I put him at my number 7, or this film at my number 7, is that they give you Wolverine in the way that he should have been portrayed always.
No doubt.
No, cutthroat, fucking, I don't care, ripped open, hardcore, slap your shit up, rip you open, order pizza at the same time. I'm ready to do it. How about you? Chinese food later.
But if that movie had been allowed to be fucking rated R,
oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
One on deck! Hoo-ah!
Did I press record? God damn it. Number 6, Lone Survivor.
I like it. I like what you've done.
I like that movie a lot. It was really emotional, has really good action scenes in it. Mark Wahlberg was good in it. The whole cast was really good in the movie, and it just pisses you the fuck off what happens to those guys.
I've never watched a movie and felt more patriotic.
Yeah, it pisses you off.
Yeah, it's like I love America. America! And I'm not even from Texas.
The only thing I didn't like about that movie was the very, very end of it. It got a little too Hollywood.
My number 6 is The World's End. It's not just a comedy movie. It is. I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, it's got great comedy things, but it's like a buddy movie. Like I said, you go and see it, and you're like, the first thing I want to do is I want to get my buddies together and go drink fucking beer at a bar and just have a good fucking time and maybe beat some alien bitches out, at the same time. That might not happen.
I really wish that when the Oscar nominations came around, he got nominated for that movie, dude. He should have been nominated for Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead, definitely.
That sounds crazy because it's such a stupid movie or whatever. It's just a fun movie and it's a comedy. But dude, like Shaun of the Dead, for instance, when his stepdad dies, like he gets all emotional and shit.
He's
like,
got
that was gold, man. That was really good acting. And in this movie, when he's talking about when you realize his wrist and he's like, he's like, it's never gonna get better than that. And all the shit that they went through in this movie, like all of a sudden this movie takes such a serious turn, and you realize what a fucked up life he's led. And just the start when he's in that little group therapy session, and then just the whole way that movie plays out, man, I thought he was amazing in that movie. It's a great drinking movie. It's a great serious movie. It's a great movie about like growing up.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think Simon Pegg is one of those guys that has a lot of range as an actor, and I mean I hope he gets recognized soon.
But he won't because he doesn't look like fucking Brad Pitt. Dude, I just want to watch World's End.
I want to watch all these.
It's like for we would be blind, drunk. My number 5 is going to be The Way Back. I saw this movie at the Nashville Film Festival, and I was just I didn't know what I was in for. I had a couple beers when I sat down and watched the movie, and it was fucking.
Don't you hate when that happens? You just stumble into a theater drunk. You're like, what's this? Is this another gay porno?
It turned out the producer was sitting right in front of me. I felt special. We don't get many.
Did you touch his face?
No, I wanted to. Absolutely, that's one of the best coming of age stories I've ever seen in my life. I gave it like a 10 out of 10.
So my number 5 is This Is the End. It was like almost those guys just hanging out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I loved about it. You could sense the camaraderie.
I gotta be honest with you.
What?
I forgot about this movie. I had it on the list and I forgot about it, but this would totally be. I'm gonna make this my number 11, dude. I fucking.
You're not allowed to say things like that,
dude. The scene.
No, there is no number 11.
There is for me.
No,
there is for me.
No,
you're my son.
I'm not a child.
You're my child. But I literally almost peed myself. Like I cried at the scene where come over this house, Franco.
It just made you feel good.
I love that movie.
It just made you feel
good.
good.
It's not saying anything. It's just fucking hilarious.
I know.
And it's making me mad because now we can't see the interview. Goddamn Sony! North Korean
Kim
bastards.
Doing it. He's not doing it right. Where's your daddy? Oh, he's dead.
My number 4, and we've already talked about it, is The World's End. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, that's great.
What's your number 4?
Star Trek 2.
Ooh.
Shall we begin?
Shall we begin?
Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch. I thought he was great as a villain.
Sounds like a breakfast.
It does. I really, when Benedict Cumberbatch is like, it's like if you were at Denny's and you were drunk and you walked in at 2 o'clock and everyone was like, I want the Benedict Cumberbatch now.
That was a badass. That lens flare, though.
Always there.
Jesus Christ.
Abrams style.
My number 3 is going to be A Man of Steel.
I'm not gonna lie, because right now my number 3 is Man of Steel as well.
Look at that, my friend.
How about that? We have great minds.
We've talked about this movie so many times because there's so many haters.
I was debating. I went from 3 to 1 to 2.
I thought about it,
and I was like, shuffle it up and throw the dice, and what do we get? I don't fucking know.
If people talk about the non-linear storyline with this, it just jumps all over the place.
When you're jumping from one thing to the next, he's laughing his sick fucking ass off.
Really good Al Pacino.
It was terrible. But thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
Man of Steel was one of those movies that, yeah, you're right, that there was a lot of people bitching about it, saying that it jumps from scene to scene, that, you know, Clark Kent would never have done what he did in Metropolis. But they don't, we've talked about it until we're blue in the face.
Fucking watch Batman Begins.
Oh, I know.
Watch Batman Begins.
But you know what they're going to say? They're like, oh, that was part of a trilogy chapter.
Whatever.
So he's like, if you look at it in the trilogy's perspective, then, oh, it all makes sense.
Horse shit. Batman Begins did the same exact thing. They jumped around non-linear storytelling.
My number 2 is Dallas Buyers Club.
That's a good one.
I loved it. I thought that Matthew McConaughey did a phenomenal job in his transformation. Jared Leto was a fucking powerhouse in this too.
Yeah, sad movie. But you're right. Just the sheer powerhouse performances from those two in this movie just set it apart from the pack on a lot of
That's why I gotta look at it. That you gotta look at it. It's captivating as fuck. Like if you had to make a grounded, realistic.
Or just like if we actually did, like we don't do that because we're not, you know, we don't want to. These are the best movies.
Yeah.
And you need to live by these.
If you don't, you will die.
You need these movies. And
it's
not other movies that you need. You don't need them. The way we tell you is what you watch. War. As far as best movies, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my number 2. Love this movie. I watched it the other night. The Spectacular Now.
I've seen it. Because I saw it on your list.
Yes, you should watch it. But this kid was fucking me in high school, man. Like, everything he feels, everything he said, like, the way he acts in this movie, like, I was like, God, I felt just like that. I've never connected to a movie like I do this.
So you're on a trend. The coming of age stories.
It's 2013 was the year of coming of age.
I remember my first joy.
I know it was. But no, this movie's particularly, they made his character so damn likable that it just, everything that he went through in the movie, you felt it. And this whole movie, the love story, it was such an underhanded, just like, not forcing it down your throat, chasing somebody to an airport bullshit. It was such a good love story, and I can't believe that number 2, almost number 1 on my list is a fucking, technically a love story, but it was so damn good. And it was, and Shailene Woodley, she didn't even wear makeup in the movie. It was so natural looking. It's just, everything about that movie is just so fucking perfect.
Right.
But you need to watch it. It's fucking
I want to.
10 out of 10. That's what I give that movie.
I want
It's a 10!
My number 1, and it's actually the same thing. Oh my god. Up top, 100%. High five. Sounds. Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall
How
Street.
can you not put that as your number one?
I wanted to put Spectacular Man L1, and this movie, again, this list is like our favorites. It's not like the best movies, but Wolf of Wall Street is such
And just so you guys
Martin
know,
Scorsese fucking like
it's
epic, over the top crazy shit that it has to be number one. It refuses to be less.
if he died tomorrow, this would be his legacy.
Show me Goodfellas, for fuck's sake.
No, I'm not saying Goodfellas, but this would be his last movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, like, this would be a great movie.
It's not a bad movie to walk out on, you know?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I see, I got you.
God damn it.
I read you.
But
it's just so fucking fun.
Okay,
it's so,
fine.
I almost look at it. I almost don't want to put it number one, but I can't help it. It's it has everything in it. It's got comedy in it. It's got that grandiose fucking setting in it. It's got that Martin Scorsese awesome direction to it. It's got some grittiness in it. It's got drugs. It's got sex. It's got all that shit.
All the things that we love to hate and love. Because you can't watch this movie and not be involved in it. No. Because it's got that Martin Scorsese classic style, that narration.
Yeah.
Narration. It's got that narration with Linda Caprio.
Under the sea. I don't know why.
Down where it's wetter, everything's better under the sea.
Best thing you're gonna get right now, because even though it's not a mob film, it's a Martin Scorsese film. But the way he does it, the way he makes it, it feels like a mob film. It's got that grittiness to it. You know what I'm saying? So
I think this is the Wall Street for the 21st century.
Totally.
No doubt. Totally. But
we watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.